Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is New To. Right back from the second Scottish Regional, and today I'm bringing you a new deck list, the Sunhunter Tuktu. And I think we should just drop right into this and have a look, break it down, and I'll tell you my general strategies. So, Sunhunter Tuktu is a mythic hero from the Lightseekers set Mythical, and like all mythic heroes, she's dual colour. When we have solar, earth, and superior gravity, so that's pretty good. 30 HP as well. We like that as definitely on the higher end of things. And we've got a really cool ability. Her ability is choose a card category, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. If that category is among them, we can move that category to your hand, and we place the rest back in the same order. So that means you're looking for an attack, you say attack, you reveal the top 4 cards, you take an attack card and you put it in your hand. It's as simple as that. It's really, really good for fishing out what you need. You need that defend card, you need a buff. Your opponent's sitting on 2-3 life, you just need the final push. You're going to say, I'm going to use attack, I'm going to declare attack, and hopefully you'll get it. So she's great. That's the first really good part of her ability. The second part is that because those cards go back in the same order, you know what you're going to draw. So that means there's going to be no nasty surprises. You can kind of play around your next 3 to 4 cards, depending if you don't take it, and go from there. So she's kind of got a dual utility there. We really like Sunhunter Tuktu. And just like all the mythic heroes, I just want to appreciate the art just for a second here. Really cool. I love the kind of aesthetic. I love the shield, and the hollow itself is amazing. It's just kind of got this looks like a fog. She's kind of emerging out of the rainforest, the jungle, wherever she is. I love it. So, yep, had to build a deck. So let's have a look at our attacks. If you're familiar with my videos, I go through all my attacks first, followed by my defends, my buffs, and then combos. So here we go. Now, a staple in every deck will be your 3 buff removal, and we run the 3 Pathfinders. It kind of has to be done. It's not the most efficient buff removal because we don't run any Luna in the deck because we can't and we're not playing any items. That means we're only going to be able to remove 1 buff per card. It's kind of like a Reckless Spirit, minus the damage. So we have to be very, very careful and very conservative about what buffs that we remove. But we've got lots of healing, so we can take the damage. So we only want to really make sure we remove the buffs that count. 3 Pathfinders. Next, one of my favourite cards in the deck, and definitely a key piece to our mage ship shenanigans, and as I'll explain later, is Light Lasher. So Light Lasher is really cool. You deal 3 damage, and if your last discarded card is Gravity, we can rotate one of your action buffs 1 step backwards. That means that we can deal the 7 with mage ship, and then we can play Light Lasher. As long as our last discarded card is Gravity, we can set that back again for another 7. We can get really great value out of Mage Ship, and we can just keep that ship doing what it likes to do. 3 Chim Chim Militant. No matter what tricky strategy you have with your deck, you're going to have to deal damage. That is the fundamental point of this game. You're going to have to KO your opponent unless you're playing my Carnage Mill, which you can check out on my channel. Besides that, you're going to want damage, and Chim Chim Militant is that. It's 5 damage, it's nice and easy, and of course they're solar, so it works really well with some of our combos, as you'll see. We run 3. Finally, Yukona Archaeologist. Really interesting card from the newer set. So she does 3 damage, and when we draw this card, so that means if we draw it on a pass action, or if we draw it with Spectral Guide, Sun Beacon, Gravity Well, if we're playing a combo, if we draw it, we can reveal this card to restart one of your buffs. So that's really good. So it's good for Mage Ship, you can keep it in play, but even better for Mountain Fort. If your opponent can't remove it and they're just chucking cards, they're just going to burn through Mountain Fort to try and rotate it. We can say, have a Yukona Archaeologist, let's reset Mountain Fort back, and we're laughing. We run 3. And it's Gravity, so it works really nice in combo with Light Lasher too, so we can play Yukona. So we deal a 7 with Mage Ship. We can play Yukona, deal 3. And then we can play a Light Lasher, deal 3, reset Mage Ship. We run 3. Next, defends. And I think one of my favourite defends in the game is Sun Beacon. So Sun Beacon here, we draw and discard the top card of your deck, triggering Yukona Archaeologist. 5 healing and 4 damage. So that's a 9-point swing in your favour. That is crazy good utility out of one card. Of course, we run 3. And again, this combos really well with our next buff, Gravity Meddler. So this is a buff that stays in play, and when we play a defend card, we can rotate an action buff on any hero 1 step backwards. So you've just hit them for 7 with the Mage Ship. You can play down a Gravity Meddler and then hit them with a Sun Beacon. Deal them 4 damage, you heal for 5, and you rotate Sun Beacon 1 step backwards. You rotate Mage Ship 1 step backwards. So you're good to go. It's really good, it's really consistent. What's not to love? Gravity Well. Really cool card. Gravity, of course. We look at the bottom 4 cards of your deck. We can draw a card from them, or instead draw from the top of the deck. And then we put the remaining cards back in the same order. So that's really good. Of course, it triggers your Kona Archaeologist again because it's a draw. It's a good fishing card. You know, it helps you look for what you need. It's good as well if you've got to use your Spectral Guide's ability to draw cards and you want to fish for a particular card. You may get it with Gravity Well because you can't use Tuktu's ability and Spectral Guide's ability. So we run 2. Again, it works nice with Light Lasher as well. Mage Ship goes off, play down Gravity Well, find something, maybe find the Light Lasher, then play the Light Lasher. Because this is Gravity, you can tick back Mage Ship. We like it, we run 2. Draw support, every deck needs it, you can't get around it. Tuktu doesn't really, it's not really draw support, it's just the ability to kind of fish for what you're kind of looking for, right? So, because a pass action is still a draw, she just gives you the option to kind of narrow in your draw. Spectral Guide is actually draw, so firstly it replaces itself, and then for 1 ability you can draw 2 cards. So we like that, we run 2. And of course with Gravity Meddler and Kona we can reset these back as well, so we can get good value out of these. And our last defends 3 Boulder Feasts, because it's so good, consistent, strong healing, we run 3. Next up, now I've been talking about these pretty much through my attacks and defends, so you're going to know what they are. It's Mage Ship, it's buff, it's XX and 7, so it's pretty good. It's a little bit better than the Drago Scorcher, and a little bit faster than the Prism Cannon, so it kind of falls in the middle. Normally it's 6 here, 7 here, and 8 in the 4th corner, unless you're playing tech. So yep, we love Mage Ships, we run the 3, and we get all the shenanigans that I've just explained to keep Mage Ships not only in play, but just dealing the damage. Mountain Forts. Now, with Dolo so prevalent in the meta, everyone should kind of know what the Mountain Fort does. It just sits in play and reduces damage. Whenever you take the damage, you tick the card. It's really good, it's really powerful, it's got insane value. We can get more insane value out of this from your Kona Archaeologist. So, of course, we run 3. Right, now let's have a look at our combos. We've got Solar Wind, which in my opinion is one of the best combo attacks in the game. 10 damage for Solar Gravity. Okay, that's fine. And we can discard up to 2 additional Solar cards to increase this by 3 damage per discarded card. Now that is insane, because that means that, I mean, we could just discard 2 Chimchu Militants, right? Light Lashes, we got a threat range of 16 damage on the board. So people are chilling out, they're on 14, they think, oh, well, they're not going to kill me this turn. I'm safe. Solar Wind, 16 damage, that's game. So good. I've caught so many people by surprise with this card. I love it. Next up, Rippling Flare. Great card, cheap. I don't know what else to say. 10 damage, 2 solar. We love it. Sunstrike. Really cool card. 7 damage. Not bad. We gain 1 additional action. That means we can Sunstrike and Chimtu Militant. We can Sunstrike and then play Light Lasher to reset a Mage Ship. So this is really cool. So we get the combos. We get the combos that can actually support our Mage Ship plays as well. We love that. Our 4th choice is Reality Rift. So this is a combo from the new set. And it's Solar, Gravity. And we can move your last 3 discarded buffs into play and gain an additional action. So that means that, you know, your opponent's played smart. They've removed your Mage Ships. You can play Reality Rift, put those Mage Ships right back into play, and gain 1 additional action as well. We can probably use Tuktu's ability there and draw. So Reality Rift is really good. We can get the Mountain Forts back into play. We can hunker down if you're playing Granite. We get the Gravity Meddlers. We can get the Spectral Guides. And of course we get to draw straight off the Spectral Guide as well because it enters play. So Reality Rift is great. And even better is that Reality Rift pays for these 3 combos. So crazy value out of this one card. Great combo. Finally, a pretty sweet dual order combo. It is Meteor Shower. It's 7/5/4 damage to your target. Really good. It's cheap. It's consistent. Your opponent may kill it. Fine. You can use Reality Rift because Reality Rift doesn't specify action buffs. It just says buffs. So that means we can push Meteor Shower back into play with Reality Rift. That's really cool. And of course, what's even cooler with this is your Kona. So we can restart one of your buffs. It doesn't say action buffs. That means that if we draw your Kona Archaeologist, we can reset Meteor Shower. And that is just amazing. I don't know why you wouldn't love that. And that is the deck. So it's pretty fun. I've had some pretty good consistent results out of this. It just plays different as well. The Mage Ship shenanigans are really fun. You're going to love Sun Beacon. You're going to love revealing your Kona Archaeologist. I really recommend you to build this deck. Build a variant of this deck. Send me the list. Tell me what you think about it. If you've got any improvements or changes, I'd love to know. And as always, I've been Tuktu. And of course, just before I go, I'd like to give a big shout out to heroicstarfish.com. If you're looking for starter decks, if you're looking for boosters, playmats, coins, singles, you name it, they got it. heroicstarfish.com. All the information will be underneath the video, so the link's going to be up there. And you'll be able to catch the write-up article for this deck list on Heroic Starfish as well. So once more, thank you very much. I've been Tuktu. Good night.